Should you or should you not work out while you are sick? Now, in my opinion, I feel that you should let your body rest. I feel like your immune system has to really focus on recovering more than anything, because you're not going to perform to your best of your abilities when you work out. Or you might be built different. But me personally, from the experiences that I've had when I've been sick, I would rather wait till I feel 100%. Now, with that being said, I got sick like around Thursday. Today's Tuesday. And I felt the worst on Friday, Saturday. I took medicine, and by Sunday, I felt like 60%. By Monday, 70%. And today, I feel like I'm around 70-ish. Right? I decided to go back to the gym on Monday. No, I'm sorry, on Tuesday. Shit, today's Wednesday. See, I got my days all mixed up. So, I actually decided to take an extra day off on Monday so I could recover a bit more. I was trying to be strategic. And I feel like it helped. I felt like I got more rest, something that was lacking while I was trying to recover. But with that being said, I am on my last week of my mesocycle. If I wasn't on my last week of my mesocycle, I would not have come to the gym. I wouldn't show up. I would still be at home recovering, doing the most that I can at home, like push-ups or like air squats if possible. But like I said, it's my last week of mesocycle, so I'm pushing it a little bit, pushing the envelope a bit more than I feel like I should have. Some people might be stop being a pussy, go work out, whatever. I'm a pussy, and today is another example of me being a pussy, because I was trying to talk myself out of not coming to the gym, especially on leg day. My body is feeling super fragile after taking those few days off and just recovering from being sick. So my joints are feeling super weak. I felt it on my elbow yesterday and on my shoulder. So today I started off with RDLs, and to be honest, it felt pretty good. It was really hard to breathe because I got mucus. I'm still congested. But I felt pretty good. I got really good numbers. I was able to advance on my repetitions with the same way that I did last week. I was feeling strong. But then I got to the single-legged lunges on the Smith machine, deficit lunges, and my knees were just not cooperating. And I warmed up more now than I ever have in the past for that same reason, because I knew that just my joints are just weak right now. They just feel weak. So I did hip adductors on the same machine. I worked on my glutes. I did leg raises. I did leg extensions. And I never do that. I'm ready to go. And so I was trying to take more precaution than usual, trying to warm up, trying to put some oil on the joints a lot more now than I ever did in the past, and I have in the past. And my knees were just not having it, and I sat there for a while, and I just came to the conclusion, like, you know what, I kicked ass these whole 16 weeks, or 15 I should say. I feel like if I continue, I'm going to either make things worse or just not get an effective workout. May I be wrong? Perhaps. I don't know the science behind that. But I just made a decision, right? I feel like I made a decision that was right at the time. And I feel like if I would have continued, I would have used muscle groups or certain areas just to lift the weight up that could potentially hurt me and make things a lot worse. So, whatever, I convinced myself, I told myself I worked my ass off for 15 weeks. I didn't plan to get sick, obviously. I came yesterday despite feeling like shit. So, it is what it is, man. things don't always go as planned. But the cool thing is that it happened at the last week. I can still go and do upper body. It's not as taxing. I'm gonna do a bit more tissue work on my knees, just so they just feel swollen. They feel like inflamed. I don't really know how to explain that. I don't know the right terminology, but I know when I use like a little tennis ball type of deal and I really move the muscle around, it helps out a lot. So I'm gonna do that the next few days, and then hopefully my next leg day comes out to be a lot better. And guys, this is me on the anabolics, you know what I mean? This is me on performance enhancement drugs. And you know, you're not fucking Superman. At least I'm not. You know, I'm still very cautious in injuring myself. You know, I leave my ego at the door, and I do my best to try to avoid injuries. I mean, either way, freak accidents could always happen, you know what I mean? But I feel like when it's a decision that you're confident with, that you feel sure of, I feel like you should take it, me personally. So yeah, now I'm on my way home. And personally, like I said, I feel like if you're sick, I feel like you're way better off just recovering, go on recover mode. The gym isn't going anywhere, the games aren't going anywhere, and just let your body focus on recovering from whatever bug you have in whatever your immune system's trying to fight off. I think that's the smartest thing to do, in my opinion. Other people will disagree and say otherwise. But yeah, that's kind of where my week has been. I've been just focused on recovering. I haven't missed work. I can't miss a day of work despite feeling like complete shit. And I'm not gonna lie, this whole thing feels kind of you know, it makes me feel a bit down. But I just think it's a combination of being sick and just, you know, not working out the way I wanted to work out, not ending things the way I wanted to end. So I have blood work coming up this week on Friday, and then I have a meeting with another coach that I hired for the PEDs, so I can get more insight, or we're gonna have a get together as far as like my blood work and how are things looking and how we are going to move forward with the next course, the next 16-week course. Will I stay on TRT for the rest of my life, or am I going to come completely off all the anabolics and let my body recover naturally? That's still something that I'm fighting with. I'm leaning more towards staying on testosterone for the rest of my life, because that's the inevitable. I'm gonna be 31 this year, so I'm like, whatever, dude. I think that's just the way I'm gonna lean towards. But I just want to hear from him, because he's the one that knows the chemistry. He's the one that will give me a better explanation, a more in-depth explanation, so I could guide me through a better decision. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on all that. I'll go ahead and show blood work to you guys so you guys can see some of the effects that the PEDs have caused. I know my just off the top of my head, I know my cholesterol is a little bit high. I know my red blood cells are a little bit high. Not like high like crazy, but just obviously things are gonna be high when you're on anabolics. So yeah, man, I'll keep you guys posted on all that. I just want to make a quick video on whether or not you should work out when you're sick or not. And if you want to leave your own opinions on the comments whether or not you should work out while you're sick, please do so, and we can start a little back and forth, and whether or not whatever explanation you have makes sense. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.